Well, hello there folks. Yes, we had a little problem earlier on, but we are keeping live here. This is Ray Dolan with the 12 Bong Show coming to you live from Belvedere. We have a special guest on board, Dolores Keaveney, and she is along with her friend here. Dolores, hello, how's it going?
Hello Ray, how are you?
Very good. Now Dolores, you're writing a book, but we'll ask you to do 4 bongs for us, please.
Okay. Bong, bong, bong,
And
bong.
Sophie, will you give me 4 bongs too? Brilliant. And we have the girls here. Hello, what's your names?
Majella
From?
and Ashling.
And Aisling, could you give us a few bongs, please?
Bong, bong,
Bong.
bong.
I think have we done enough, have we?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Scribbles and giggles.
There's the logo, ladies and gentlemen. If you need a child to be looked after, these are the ladies to look after. Fantastic ladies, and thanks for being on board. Now come back to me, phone. Will you turn around again? Will you turn around again? Okay. Keep sagging on me. Oh my God.
The boss.
Yeah, well, if we got that might be. Oh yeah, I know what's wrong. Let's see. Okay, come on. Why is it doing this? Resume. Bingo. And we can turn our camera around. Turn around. Okay, folks, we're going to have to do it this way, I think. Because my camera is not working. Come around there, camera. Why is it doing that to me? It just won't turn. Anyway, we're going to do it this way then. Dolores, hello, and you're very welcome, and it's great to have Sophie on board. Dolores, tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, I'm just after self-publishing. I self-publish all my books. I've started in 12 years ago, and this is my 15th book, and it's called Hughie the Apple Tree. And it really, all my books involve my grandchildren. I have 8, and this one is about my grandson Hugh. We were eating an apple one day. The seed fell out. I said, let's go and sow this. We sowed it in a little pot and put it outside, and it fell down, and weeks later I saw it on the ground, and here it had 2 little leaves, and we planted it and it grew, and this is how the story came, and we called it Hughie the Apple Tree.
And tell us a little bit about yourself. You love the garden, you're constantly in the garden. What type of gardening do you do?
Well, I just live across the road from Belvedere, and I have a little cottage garden, and I love herbaceous perennials, which means that if once you sow them, they will always come back.
Very important.
Very important. Okay, when you look at the garden in the winter, it's a bit dead looking, but just now it's absolutely amazing. I could nearly show it at this stage. I'm really proud of it because I spent a lot of time in it. I'm out in the garden since February.
And a lot of your books are dedicated and come around the garden as well. There are lots. You have 18 books, I believe.
15.
15.
Yeah.
And so they're based around. You're mainly a painter and then a writer, or a writer and then a painter, or then a gardener, a painter, and a writer.
I'd say I'm a gardener, a painter, and a writer. A writer writing granny stories. I don't consider myself a huge, massive writer. I do everything for children.
Right.
And I have to really come in here and say that without the libraries, I wouldn't have survived even through this pandemic thing. They have been amazing to me, and I make videos now, whereas before I used to go into the libraries and read the books. Now I make the videos, and they have supported me all along.
So they would record a video and
I would record a video of myself reading the books, and then I might do a little workshop at the end where I might draw something or make something out of paper or have it at the end. But basically I would do it, and I'm really excited. I have to say this because I'm blowing my top now, but I hope people don't mind this.
No, it's important.
I got one, all my books are self-published except one. This one is called D the Bee, and a company in Australia published it.
Wow.
Starfish Bay. I just happened to send it to them and they liked it, and it's really all about the bee and biodiversity and all the fruit and veg that the bee pollinates that we eat every day. And without the bees, all bees, but mostly I'm talking about honeybee, we wouldn't have them, you know.
That's a huge problem as well, because we're losing all the Irish bees as well, and we go on and on and on about that. But a lot of people don't understand. Sophie, do you know that a bee is that important?
If you didn't have a bee to come in and jump on the flowers on your vegetables or your apple tree, they jump on them, and what they do is they're after being on a flower over there. They have pollen on their feet. They jump on that flower, a little bit drops into the centre, and bingo, there you have the apple. So if the bee didn't come in and jump into the middle of that flower, you wouldn't have any apples.
We're all in trouble.
Yeah, but this particular one, the Kerry Library at this year are doing a thing called a story stroll, where they use my images. They're putting them on boards and hanging them in Tralee Park, so the children can walk around and see the story of what's in this book. And this book is.
And do you do all these illustrations and all this painting?
Myself, yeah.
Wow. What do you think of that, Sophie? Is she great?
Sophie, now, you see, if you had, say, strawberry plants in your garden and you wanted to have lovely strawberries, the bee has to come in, jump on the strawberry flower before you can get the lovely strawberry. They pollinate limes, lemons, grapes, pears, rhubarbs, cherries.
Give us another look.
Limes, lemons.
Wow,
grapes.
it's so colourful as well. I mean, colour is very important as well for our minds.
Yeah, and then it does pumpkins, turnips, peppers. Wow. It does chestnuts, leeks, onions, radishes and cucumbers. I bet you didn't know that, Ray, did you?
No.
It does Brussels sprouts, cabbages and celery.
This is better than a machine.
It is. Nuts, spices, beans, carrots and broccoli. They have to pollinate the seeds of all those before we can have them. And then I just say, if I were out collecting food, I'd never make a sound. I'd pick up pollen on my feet and I'd spread it all around. And just this is the final point. It's not a big book. When the pollen drops inside the flower, it mingles with the seed. And this is how you get the fruit. It's magical, indeed. Isn't it?
You're a bit of a poet as well there.
Well, everything I write is in rhyme.
It rhymes.
Anyway, that's that book. But
Now, go on about the new one there and just give us a little quick one.
The story about Huey where we sowed the apple seed. And Sophie's going to help me. We'll read just one page out of it so she can say the word.
Brilliant.
It said, Huey sowed an apple seed to see if it would grow. He sowed it in an egg cup so no one else would know. A gust of wind came blowing down. The wind waiting for you there. And blew the cup away. Do you see them over there just waiting? But the little seed hopped to the ground and on its side it lay. When Huey went to check it, it was met with a big surprise. The little seed with two small leaves lay right before its eyes. It isn't gone at all, he said, as he shouted with delight. He picked it up and held it close, not holding it too tight. This is your part. He sowed it in another pot, a bigger one by far. This time the wind won't get it, he loudly shouted.
Har har!
Yeah.
Well, thanks a million, Sophie, being on board with us. And if you want to, that's it, head back to school again because all your friends are there waiting for you.
Thank you so much, Sophie.
We appreciate you being on board, Sophie, and thanks, Magella. And how many is in your group today?
We've 46, I think, today. Well, some of them weren't here, so maybe around 40.
And Dolores told me there's going to be no rain.
No rain.
She knows by the garden.
I know by the garden.
Brilliant.
Okay, have a super day.
You too.
Thank you. Well, there you are. If anyone wants to get in contact with you or to get any of these books, you have a lot of different contacts to get you.
In Mullingar you can buy them in Eason's. They're great.
Okay.
They support me all the time. They buy them. And I have a website called www.doloreskeaveney.com. And you'll find all my books on there.
And as well as that, you're on Instagram and you're
I'm on every gram in the country. Sorry.
Grannygram.
Grannygram. Exactly.
And you put a thing, you picturegram. Is that what you wrote in one of your yokes? Did I see that in one of your pages?
There's a girl picture book snob. She does. She helped me. A lovely young girl from Mullingar called Kira, and she helped me do an a booksagram.
A booksagram.
A booksagram. It's been amazing. She has 12 people all over Ireland and in England and one person in India, and every day they review this book and they put it up on their page and share it and for 12 days. It's like the 12 bongs.
Brilliant. Absolutely
And
fantastic.
I've never done anything like that in my life. I mean, this is my first venture into, but it was her that did it. I'm not really great at the. I know people will say, "God, you're always on it," but I find it difficult. It doesn't mix with creative stuff.
No, because it brings you on a track
your
and you
head
keep
is, fried,
exactly.
like, you
Now
know.
another thing as well, which I found very interesting, is you're doing a thing with a Donegal company, and they're printing all these images onto
Yeah.
material.
Well, yeah, I've always believed that you need to challenge yourself into stuff. Like there's no, like I'm not a young person, and I always find that if I get bored when I'm not doing stuff, and it keeps me really ticking over, and I push myself a lot. So one day I was saying, sure, I could turn my images into some repeat patterns, and I could put it onto some. Before that, it was actually Shannon Bridge took an image from one of my books and they put it on a range of Delft a couple of years ago. So that finished. And then I saw this, and I was Googling something one day, and I saw it, and I contacted them, and they liked my art. Now, I could sell them myself, but I find I just let them, they do it. They use my images. If you want to order a cushion with my image on it, you just get onto their website or onto mine, and it links it in, and you will get a poppy on a cushion or anything you want, whatever they have on their website, and then I'll get a small commission.
And they're called PIX.
Pixelily.
Brilliant.
A lovely Irish company, a woman my age who wanted to do something after she retired. Herself and her son bought a massive printer called Florence. I even went up and visited. It was
Go
lovely.
away.
Yeah, it was great. I must go again. It's just that it's completely Irish, and I'd like to keep all my stuff Irish. You know, I don't want to print it somewhere
You're
else.
born, bred and reared in Mullingar.
Yes, I was born in Ballinderry, up the Ballinderry Hill as you go to the Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
Up there, a long time ago.
You've lived in Mullingar all your life
my
as well.
life, all my life. I went to the Tech,
Right.
and then I started work when I was very young. I was in Gibson and Fletcher's for years, and I went to Bournemona. Then I got married. I had to give up my job then.
That's right, yeah, 'cause
I
my
had
mother-
three
same thing.
amazing children. Then things changed a little bit for me, and things happened, and I moved on, and I live here near Belvedere, and I remarried, and I have a lovely life. I have a really nice life, and I believe in living in the moment, taking it now, today, and be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself. You know, don't let anyone else tell you what you should be doing. You're you, and you are the most important person, as far as I'm concerned, you know.
Exactly.
It takes a long time to learn all that. I mean,
A lifetime.
that's what it's about, I suppose. We're here to learn lessons from any event that happened in your life, and you just have to.
You have to go through it to learn it.
You
You
do,
have to make
yeah.
the mistake.
You do.
Or mistakes.
You do. You have to make the mistakes. And to be honest with you, you're the only one that can flip and fix the mistakes
Yeah.
when you make them. And
Yeah.
you have
Change
to-
the hard drive.
Yeah, change the hard drive. And, you know, life is for living. And there's a lot of fear out there. And I think fear will cripple you.
Yeah.
And you just have to just stay focused in the now. That's always been my thing. I'm not saying I stay focused in the now
Yeah.
all the time, because I blinking well don't, but when I do, I know I'm in it, not in the now.
Yeah.
And I'm able to pull myself back into it.
And would you be a religious woman?
Well, I'm not religious in the sense of going to mass and all that. I am very spiritual. I do my meditations every day.
Go away.
Yeah.
Do you do a bit of yoga?
No yoga.
No yoga?
No.
So meditation now is sitting down, saying
Meditation
nothing.
I do a guide. I did over the years. I did Reiki, and I'm a Reiki master and all that. But I don't practice any of that. But I do it on myself. And
Okay.
It's the energy. I believe in energy. We're all kind of energy, and
It's
I'm
so
connected to the universal energy. And people don't fully understand that, but I do now at this stage. That everything is energy, and you know.
And things happen that come into your space, and if you actually want something, you ask for it.
Yes, well, I that's your thoughts create. As far as I'm concerned, I've been so lucky. Everything I do is, I visualize it. I see it. I believe that it's going to happen,
Right.
and it happens. Now, if you want to visualize something bad, it'll happen if you keep concentrating on it long enough.
Yeah.
But if I want something, I see it. I believe that it's out there and that I can have it. And You know, like.
But that is exactly and so on true. Now, I'm going to ask you to do me a favour because this camera won't turn around, right?
All right.
So you're going to video me, right? And I'm going to finish off the rest of the show.
Okay.
So if you sit where you are, right? And you turn the camera around like this, and you keep me sort of focused on the camera. Your fingers on the
Yeah, I'll
picture
take
there.
it off now.
Now, yes, and there you are. I am delighted that my new director is on board. We're coming to you live from Belvedere, as you can see this magnificent wall. Can you get the wall there, Dolores? Is it coming in there good?
I
yeah?
can. Yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Right, well, do you know what I'll do? I'll do from out here, right?
Okay, keep going.
And
Ewan.
I'll be Red on from Mullingar, in Mullingar at the wall. How does the wall look now?
The wall looks great, and
got
I
the
have.
full wall in.
I have. You just step back one little bit.
Yeah. Excellent.
I have.
I'll move back. instead
Keep
of you moving
going.
back.
Keep going back now.
Yeah.
I have the top part of it is not exactly in, but it's nearly there.
Not to worry, not to worry. As I said, we are coming to you live from Belvedere. As you can see, it's a beautiful wall. It's been here many, many years, and it was a divider between one house and another. And it's a very, very interesting story. And a lot of people come here just for a walk. So there's a huge walk of about, I'd say, 5k out there. And when you're out walking in the middle of that wood, you get to a place and you go, I'm here on my own. And someone comes walking up and you go, what are they doing on my walk? Or in my country, in my place. But anyway, it's that feeling and it really brings you into that. So we're going to finish off our show. As I said, we're here in association with Katika Fine Coffees. They delivered coffees and we had no time to drink it, but not to worry. And we hope to run a competition with Katika. If anyone wants us to run a competition, say so. So we have a birthday shout outs. We have Sean C. McCarthy, who's in Cork, a good McCarthy Cork name. And a big shout out to you on your birthday. And then we have Anna O'Hanlon, and she is in Watford. And now I feel like the way people feel when I'm videoing them. Big shout out to you, Anna, and Renel, Renel, C-O-M-E-Y, Comey, and she is in Beliver. So a big shout out to you in County Meath. And Andrew Spillane, it's your birthday as well. And Budgie, H-E-R-E, Herridge, H-E-R-Edge, and he is in Ballymoney. Big shout out to you and your birthday. And Bernadette Savvy, S-A-V-E-R-Y, Savary, she's in Tasmania, which is that way. And we've Robert Fagan, that's from Mullingar Equestrian, and it's a happy birthday to you, Robert. And Nicole Malloy, who's in Dublin, wishing you a happy birthday. And Anne Cooney, who is in Dublin too, originally from Wexford, which is that way. And Pat Fay, happy birthday to you. And don't forget, folks, if you want to join us on board our bus, you're very, very welcome to tell your story or to promote your business. Send us a PM and we will get back to you. Now, not forgetting the Downs GAA, they have bingo on Monday. No, they have the lotto on Monday and the bingo on Friday. And then on the lotto, it's up to 7,000 at the moment. Woo! So it hasn't gone. And the Lucky Dipper winners is Nicole Darcy. She's won 50 quid. And Claudia Kelly, she's won 50 quid. And Matt Scally, he won 50 quid. That's the Downs bingo and lotto. The bingo is on Friday at 8:30 and the lotto is on Monday. So go to their Facebook page, check it out, and you can enter it no matter where you are in the world once you've a printer. And don't forget as well, Multi Farnham, who invite us out to We Are Multi on Saturday. They stood a whole way along, there must have been 300 of them, and they wrote it out on the ground as people. And a young gentleman got his camera and he took a picture of it, and it's going to be on their Facebook page fairly soon indeed. And that's Multi Farnham. Lotto is on Sunday, and it's 8,000. That's 8,000 euros will be given away on that day. And as well as that, don't forget, we're doing our little bit Ken Smullen Food Appeal. We're going to be going live on not this Saturday, but the Saturday next, the 19th. And what we're doing to do our piece is we are going to go and I'm going to sing, and we're going to Multi Farnham Cookery School, and Kamalika is going to show you how to cook a barbecue. I'm going to sing, and we're going to have a little bit of fun at that. And if you want to donate some money to the Ken Smullen Food Appeal, you can do that as well. And as well as that, Noreen Murphy, she has her own dry food appeal, so she's here in Mullingar as well, and she was the lady who put us all together, and we had a big chat on Saturday last. Go back through all the posts and you can find it. Right, what else have we got? We have been talking to the legend, ladies and gentlemen, and she is my camera woman at the moment, Dolores Keaveney, and it's great that she's taken to the camera so well, because it's great. It's great that, as I said, she pushed herself, and fantastic. Fair play to you. As well as that, we'd like to thank Roger Nicholson for introducing the show. Thank you, Roger. That's Sergeant Roger. And food shout out competition winner goes today to the Annabrook House Hotel, and they have some beautiful food, and there's some people staying there. We hope to get down to them people on Saturday. They asked us about 4 weeks ago. It's up to them to get back to us so we can go and see you. We just can't come down and say, look, we're here, where are you? Because we probably don't know what they look like. But send us a message again and we will come down to you. Okay, our Facebook page recommendation is visit Westmeath. Yes, indeed, this is Westmeath, and this is a very important part of Westmeath. This is Belvedere. Check this place out. It's magnificent, and lots of people come walking every single day here. And as well as that, when you do all the walking and you feel really good about yourself, go in and have a cup of coffee and a chunk of cake in Katika, and they call it Katika Fine Foods and Giftware. Yes, indeed, and that will, you'll be 100% then. You go home and you go, I am great, I had a great walk, I'm fresh as a daisy, and you fill the belly again. So that's from all our friends in Katika. Shopping local pick of the day has to be the lady that's doing my camera once again. It's www.doloreskeaveney.com. She has 15 books. I thought it was 18, but it's 15 now. And once again, congratulations to my niece, Emma Dolan, who was in the competition in Mullingar International CS12 Horse Show, and that's out here in Mullingar, and she had a clear round indeed. So fair play to you, Emma, and well done. She had clear rounds, and she had 2 ponies, and they jumped over, and she is so over the moon, and we are over the moon for you, my dear. Okay, what else have we got? Oh yes, Collinstown Farmers Market is on Sunday. Collinstown is that way, and that's going to be the farmers market. It's going to be on Sunday. It's going to start at 11:30 in Collinstown. If you just drive into Collinstown, take a left, and it's on your right hand side, right beside the old hall where the Drifters actually appeared on their first tour. And big shout out to you guys. Arrive there early if you can, because it goes, people arrive early and buy up everything, and then if you go late you go, oh, where's that? It sells so quick, and it's local produce. It's all made in the ground of Westmeath and around Mullingar and Collinstown and all the surrounding areas. As well as that, we have a big happy wedding anniversary to Willie and Mia, and they are in Dublin, and they're 30 years married today, so congratulations to you all from us all, live here at Belvedere with my camera woman Dolores Keaveney. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar, in Mullingar for moments. Good and great about our town, our people, our business, and our food, and our walks, and what's great about the town and all that. So I'm out of here. Thank you very, very much indeed for being with us. Thank you. Now let's even turn this off, Dolores.